There is the fence, as you can see. Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. It's the one and only girl Fina. Thank you so much for coming again today. I'm really grateful that you guys keep on coming to watch my videos. Today we are going to talk about cost of fencing. Yeah, fencing. A lot of you have requested for this video, and I've posted a video of this kind before, explaining how you can calculate your blocks, your cement, and all the materials you'll be needing for fencing. But still, a lot of you have been asking. So one of us here, yeah, requested for this particular one, fencing of 6 plot of land. Okay, so I decided to share it though. I decided to share it with everybody so that if you didn't watch the previous video on fencing, you can watch this to do your calculation by yourself to know exactly what you need, the quantity, and all that. So we are going to dive into the video now, but before we do that, please, I have a request to make. I want to use this medium to plead with you who is just watching me for the first time to kindly click that subscription button, subscribe to my channel if you are watching me on YouTube, and follow me if you're watching me on Instagram or Facebook. As well, I want to beg you to kindly like the video if it's helpful to you, and help your girl to share the video with your friends and well wishers so that those who need this kind of video can get in touch with it. And I believe you are saving lives by doing that. Yes, you are saving lives. So let's dive into the video. Today we are going to talk about how to figure out what you need to fence a 6 plot of land in Nigeria this year 2023. With the present price of materials, please, a lot of you have been asking me for the prices of materials. I think that will be my video for tomorrow. I'm going to bring the prices of material, all the materials for you. Okay, so keep calm. I'm here for you. All right, let's dive into the video. The first step is to make sure that you know how the plots are set up, since this affects how much materials that will be used. So the second one is for you to note. The second one to note um, is to talk about the type of foundation that is needed. In this particular one, the place was strong, rocky, a kind of. So it's a strip foundation that was used, okay, or laterite. So the third important thing you should or information you should know is the plot size. In this case, we have 18 meter by 36 meter. So let's find the linear matrix of the fence by adding the site length and width, which will give us, after adding it, you will have 252 meter. Now, take the above number and subtract the room the gate takes. You know, when it comes to gate, you don't need any space. You don't need to calculate it because you're not going to dig it. You're not going to put blocks there. So it's always a space you subtract from the total size. So when you do that, according to this, they said let the space for gate be 3.6. So when you minus 3.6, you'll be having 248.4 meter. So we are going to work with 48.4 meter, 248.4 meter. So now let's figure out how many blocks you will need, whether you are buying them or you are making them. Block na block. So keep in mind that a normal 6 inches and 9 inches block is 450 mm, which is 0.45 meter. So, and that is for the length. This 0.5 meter long. And we will work out with 10 coaches. The fence was 10 coaches. So the calculation here is with 10 coaches. So it depends on how many coaches of block you want for your fence. which means 10 blocks stacked on top of each other. All right. The right question is, how many blocks will fill one row of fence? The answer is 552 blocks, which is the length of one fence row divided by the length of one block. We need 10 rows, so we'll just multiply 522 blocks by 10 to get 5,220 blocks. Always keep in mind that some blocks will break, so think about breaks, which means you will buy more than that. That is what I'm trying to say. So let's figure out how much cement we will need for the base and putting the blocks. We start by figuring out how much concrete we need for the base. Then we use a constant to figure out how much cement we need. And we also use a constant to figure out how many blocks we want to set. Now, cement. Let's start with cement. The volume of concrete is given by L by W by H. That is, L stands for the total perimeter to be fenced in, which is 248.4 meter. While W stands for W is how wide we dig the foundation, which is 0.45. But we are going to use 0.675, which is the standard. So H stands for how thick do you think your foundation concrete is, or how thick the foundation concrete will be. Let's put it that way. So the standard is 150 mm. I've always been saying this, but some people use 100 mm to save money. But it's better you use 150. So which is 0.15 m. Note that I made sure all the units are in meters to keep the numbers as small as possible. So the amount of concrete in the foundation is 248.4 meter, multiply by 0.675 meter by 0.15 meter, which is 25.50 meter cube. Now we will use the cement factor to figure out how many cement we need for in this lesson. We will use the ratio 1, ratio 2, ratio 3, ratio 4, I mean to say, which equals 6.5 bags of cement per 1 meter cube of concrete. In the foundation, the ratio is 1:3:6, which is 4.5 bags of cement per 1 meter cube of concrete. Which means that we need 114 bags of cement. When you multiply it, that is 4.5 bags of cement times 25.15 meter. That will give you meter cube. That will give you 104. So now we have found out that 114 bags of cement will be needed for the concrete, that is for the foundation. Now let's find out how many bags of cement that will be needed for the block work. All right. Remember, we are using we are using 6 inches blocks here, so it's always safe to use this fixed value. It is true that 0.16 bags will lay 10 blocks. 0.16 bags is for 10 blocks. We will lay 10 blocks on a square meter of ground. If so, how many bags will then lay 5,220 blocks, which is the total amount that we got here? The answer is 5,220 blocks multiplied by 0.16 of that 10 blocks. 10 blocks, that is times 10. When you divide 5,220 by 0.16, you multiply by 10. That is what I'm trying to say here. And that will give you 84 bags of cement. So in total, you'll be needing 198 bags of cement. That is 114 for the concrete, then 84 for the blocks. Altogether is 198 bags of cement for this fencing. So we already know what blocks and cement we need for the job. Next, we'll talk about sand and granite. Firstly, the amount of sand needed for 25.15 meter cube of concrete in the foundation is 0.46 meter cube. Since there is 0.46 meter cube of sand in 1 meter cube of concrete, we just need to increase the formula by 25.15 meter cube, which gives us 11 point. This is with a different formula of 1:2:4. So this will give us 11.57 meter cube of sand in the foundation. In order to find out how much sand is needed for 10 blocks, multiply the constant by 5,220 and split by 10. This gives you 10.44 meter cube of sand for blocks. The total amount of sand needed for the job is 22.01 meter cube, which is equal to 11.57 meter cube plus 10.44 meter cube. Are we together? Of sharp sand. Yeah, it's sharp sand we'll be using for this. To get this amount of sand in tons, what do? We can multiply 22.01 by 1.6, which will equal 35 tons of sharp sand. So now granite. Granite in 25.50 meter cube of base. Now we can speed up since we know the rules. So the amount of granite needed is 25.15 multiplied by 0.92. That will give us 23.14 meter cube of granite, which is 46 tons of granite when you convert it to tons. So we already know that we will need blocks, cement, sharp sand, and granite for the job. Without plastering, these materials we are calculating, plastering is not included, okay? This is just for the laying of block and the casting of the foundation, okay? So you need water. Remember that, unless you have borehole or unless you have source of water in your site already, you forget about that. So now cost of work, let's get the rough estimates, okay? Digging, yeah, you know you have to pay for that. So for digging of the foundation, I just estimated 50 to 100,000. It depends on your area and the texture of your soil, yeah, because if it's so rocky, if it's so hard, they will charge you more. And sometimes if there's too much water, they will charge you more. So it depends. Then another thing is making the foundation base cost between 3,500 to 5,000 naira per meter cube. Depends on your area as well. Some places are more costly than other places. So setting up blocks, some places is 50 naira. 6 inches block is 50 naira per one. Some 80 naira, but I just set aside 50 to 100 naira. Remember, we are working with 5,220 blocks. So you multiply by 5,220 blocks to get whatever it gives you. Another thing is to add up all the other costs like clearing the place, the area boys, yeah. You have to settle them. The water, if there is no source of water in your place, the scaffold, that's all that. You should just put aside 100,000 for it. It might be more, depending. So to calculate, remember that from our calculation, we got 35 tons of sand. Yeah, when you multiply by how much sand is being sold in your area, you will get the amount. But it's advisable not to buy exactly 35 tons. You should go for 40 tons. Granite is 46 tons we got. You can as well buy 60 tons. Cement we got 198. You can go for 200 bags. Then blocks we got 5,220. You can just buy 5,500 6 inches blocks for that. Then workmanship, it depends. It might be that they're going to charge you per block. It might be that they're going to charge you just once for everything. I just calculated and I got 5,000 503,000 naira. Sorry. So difference is for anything that can come up, you will just keep like 100,000 as I've indicated above. So find out how much material costs in your area. I've said that, for you to know exactly what you should expect when calculated with what we have just done. Then it will help you a lot. And in my next video, I'll try as much as possible to come up with the prices of materials these days, and also make an estimate, a rough estimate of fencing with the present prices anyhow tomorrow, okay, to help you, because I know some people will still watch this and ask me not to be teaching how to calculate but to give rough estimate. But I believe that if you can pay much attention on this, it will help you, because when it comes to building, it doesn't have a specific size or a fixed size that you say this is the size of it. 4 bedroom doesn't mean it's the same thing. One 4 bedroom might consume more than the other one depending on the style and everything. So it's just an idea that you need. Even though I'll be coming up with rough estimates for you, but I believe that if you can get this, it will help you go a long way. And if you choose to use concrete column at interval, you will need more money. That is just it, because it will consume more cement, more materials, more nails, more wood, more planks, and all that, because you have to cast it and the woodwork has to come in. So that is it. You have to know. Tomorrow I'll be bringing up the total estimate on this 6 plot of land, the total cost of fencing 6 plots of land in Nigeria with my own price. So you can go ahead and get your own price, calculate it, and know the amount, and also with the prices of materials in Nigeria today. All right, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, click on that thumbs up button. That will help me go a long way, and also help you get to share the video. If you haven't done that, now that you are done watching, click on the share button and share with your friends and well wishers, and don't forget to subscribe or follow me if you haven't done that. Thank you. I love you. See you tomorrow. Bye.